My dad once told me a story from Vietnam, and it's the one thing he never admitted to anyone until he was about to die. Back in the 1960s, during the war, he was deep in the jungle on a mission. Just him, another American, and 5 South Vietnamese fighters. Their job? To quietly plant seismic ground sensors along enemy trails. 2 days in, my dad and 2 of the men broke off to scout a nearby trail intersection. It was quiet that day, just the buzz of insects, the cries of distant birds, and the occasional monkey echoing through the trees. For hours, they sat hidden in the brush, watching and waiting. Finally, my dad decided it was time to move. He checked the trail one last time before stepping out, and that's when it happened. He froze. Because lying right along the trail, just shy of the intersection, was a man, not an enemy soldier. Not even from that time period. It was a black Union cavalry soldier, dressed in full Civil War battle gear, 2 pistols at his side, a Spencer rifle, and a short curved war club at his hip. My dad swore to me he wasn't hallucinating. He saw the man clearly, and then the soldier looked directly at him and smiled. Slowly, the soldier raised a finger to his lips, as if to say, "Stay quiet." Then he motioned for my dad to step back into cover. Shaking, my dad signaled his men to stay hidden, and as he slipped back into the jungle, he saw the Union soldier do the exact same on his side of the trail. 10 seconds later, an entire column of North Vietnamese soldiers, 70, maybe 80 men armed with rifles, machine guns, and RPGs, marched straight through the intersection. If my dad had stepped out, he and his men would have been wiped out instantly, but because of that soldier's warning, they lived. When the enemy finally passed, they pulled out and rejoined the rest of their patrol. My dad reported the sighting of the soldiers, but he never told anyone about the mysterious cavalryman, not until years later, on his deathbed. He said he had only told one other person before me, his grandmother, and here's the part that gave me goosebumps. When he told her back in the 1970s, she simply smiled, kept her eyes closed, and whispered, "You saw old Red Tom." Red Tom was my great-great-grandfather, a half-black, half-Creek free man who had fought as a Union scout during the Civil War, and later rode with the U.S. cavalry in the West. He was known for carrying 2 pistols, a Spencer rifle, and a Creek war club into battle. The exact weapons my dad saw that day in Vietnam. So, did my father's ancestor save his life? Or was it just some strange vision in the jungle? I don't know. But my dad went to his grave believing it was real.